I'm not going to tell you what to do when it comes to watches. Watch tastes, preferences, budgets are so unique and personal to you. But here's some tips. I think it will be 9 tips that I've learned the hard way when it comes to buying watches, and hopefully it can be some help to anyone out there. I don't know who needs to hear this. I know I definitely need to hear this, but the perfect watch doesn't exist. There are so many videos dedicated to the one and done kind of watch, or this is the only watch you will ever need. I know I've made these videos, and this is a catch-all category that often houses some of my favorite watches. The versatile, go anywhere, do anything, 100 meters of water resistance, oyster perpetual kind of watches. But even though there are insanely versatile pieces, the perfect watch really doesn't exist, and your collection will never be complete. But also that's kind of part of the fun of being into watches. I think in our minds we want to find that exit watch, that one and done, because it brings a completeness and humans like that. But do you really want to be done? I think it would be so boring if a single piece could make my collection complete. It's a never-ending journey. Get into it. Enjoy the ride. Hey guys, Editing Brittany here. Just a trigger warning for the next minute of the video. I'm gonna have some crazy hairs going on. I didn't realize that happened. I'm so sorry. Okay, so this one's a bit contentious, and I think people will accuse me of doing this with my Tudors, but I didn't, and hear me out here, but don't buy the cheaper alternative. If there's a specific watch you are wanting, maybe it's a Rolex Submariner, Patek Philippe Nautilus, don't settle for a cheaper alternative. It won't be that thing that you actually want, and it won't scratch that itch. Now, you might be thinking, but Brittany, you own lots of affordable watches that kind of remind me of other pieces. And that's true. But for me, I actually preferred these over the more expensive alternative, which is a whole different thing. And it saves me a lot of money sometimes. For example, I didn't buy my Black Bay 54 because I wanted a Submariner. I bought the Black Bay 54 because the proportions are magic, I love the aluminum bezel, and I just love Tudor watches. Okay, now this is one I'm working on, but take pictures. For me, when I'm out and about, I'm always very conscious of how I'm using my phone / trying to not use my phone and be in that moment and enjoy this time with people. But if I'm seriously in the market to buy a certain watch, I am using my phone to take pictures so I can keep referring back to it. This is kind of related to the last one, but I keep all the watches that I like and I'm seriously in the market to buy in a wish list to see how I feel about them after a month or 2 or 11. Watches are expensive. Take your time, and I'd say 9 times out of 10, I have gone off the watches in my wish list, and I know it was just a fad. The one watch I still think about, I will probably buy. And if I do indeed buy it, I will 100% be using today's fabulous video sponsor, Surfshark. That's not even a segue, that's just the truth, baby. For the uninitiated, Surfshark is a VPN, or virtual private network, that encrypts your internet activity, blocks ads, and allows you to place your computer anywhere in the world, not literally. Surfshark is essential for me when I am traveling. I use their price discrimination features to help me find the best deals on planes, rental cars, and hotels. So I can see what the price is in other countries and save some money. They also protect my personal information online when I'm using public Wi-Fi, where my computer is super vulnerable to viruses, hacking, and people stealing some pretty important data. I always say it, and it's true, I originally started using Surfshark so I could watch Netflix based in other countries to open up a bigger library, which is still an important case use, but they are so much more than that. I use Surfshark antivirus to secure my webcam and larger files. I've got a real phobia of hackers getting access to my webcam. It really creeps me out. I feel like that's justified, and I know they can do it. And on top of all that, you can connect Surfshark to an unlimited number of devices, cover everyone in your household under one account. Honestly, I love Surfshark. I've been using them since before they wanted to partner together. Even better that they want to partner together. But if you want to give them a try, if this sounds good to you, go click the link that is in my description. Make sure you use my super awesome link because it comes with an extra 4 months for free and a 30-day money-back guarantee. Protect your information. And thank you so much to Surfshark for sponsoring this video. So, watch collecting as a hobby attracts a lot of overthinkers and people who put a lot of deep emphasis and thought into the pieces that they buy, which is good. It's lovely. It's kind of one of the cool parts of our community. But also remember, this is supposed to be fun. We aren't achieving peace in the Middle East. We're not solving world hunger here. Sometimes it's not that deep. Sometimes it doesn't have to be a philosophical quest. Servicing a watch is kind of like going to the dentist for a cleaning. Do I want to do it? No. Do I know that I need to do it? Yes. But I'm going to drag my feet the whole way there. You know? It's easy to forget there is a cost of watch ownership beyond the initial payment. After about 5-ish years, depending on brand and movement type, that watch is going to need servicing. I know there are going to be people in the comments with varying opinions. For me, I like to keep to the servicing intervals recommended by the brand. Some people like to wait until there's a problem or if your watch isn't keeping proper time anymore. And you should definitely service your watch if those things happen. But for me, personally, I like to do it before a problem comes up. This is a tiny machine. Machines need servicing and care, and I think it's a real part of stewardship to care for the items that we own. But servicing is expensive, so have fun with that. Oh, I can't tell you how many times I thought I was over a watch, or maybe it just wasn't for me anymore. But then I changed the strap. Just a subtle little change, or sometimes something dramatic, and it becomes a whole new thing. I keep debating on whether I should do an entire strap video, because for one, I have so many straps that it's almost sickening, and two, I think it could be a helpful guide. I don't know, let me know in the comments if you think that's a video I should make, or don't even bother. I think I want to make it. I think it could be a good video. This is one I think so many of us need to hear, so let's say it again for the people in the back. Buy pieces that fit your lifestyle. I think so many of us live in this fantasy of who we want to be and not necessarily who we are. Like, I can't tell you how many times I receive comments along the lines of, I could never buy a watch that didn't have 100 meters of water resistance. And it's like, why? Are you an amphibian? Do you spend a lot of your time at or around 100 meters of underwater? I think there is something to say for sporty, robust pieces, and I've got those too. I've got a few ridiculous spec watches, but I've also got 30 meters of water resistance as well, and I've never had a problem with them. Okay, guys, last one. Wear your watches. Freaking wear your watches. I can't tell you how many people I meet that won't wear their nice watches because they're afraid of wear and tear. And I think there's something kinda honorable and reverent in that. And I really understand wanting to keep watches precious and dear. Back in 2023, I got hit by a car when I was cycling. I almost died. I was really, really close to death. And ever since, I've wanted to enjoy each moment because tomorrow isn't promised. Wear your favorite clothes. Use the fine china. Wear your most special watches. Today is special. This moment is special. Enjoy it. Thank you once again to Surfshark for sponsoring this video. You're also special. You know who's the most special though? The Pope Tour patrons, the people's names that are on the screen right now. Now, all patrons are special. They're fantastic. They've never done anything wrong in their lives ever. But the names on the screen are the highest level of patrons. They're the Pope tier, #1. So thank you so much for supporting my weird little channel. I hope you keep enjoying my content. I love making it. I think this is a blast. And I hope people keep enjoying it. Thank you. You're awesome. Okay. Bye, guys. Why are you doing this?